Hi everyone, welcome to Module 4. In Module 4, we're going to be focusing on the role of market structures. Market structures are a very important lesson in this course, given that we have to focus on what type of market structures are present in the healthcare industry and how that type of market structure will influence the prices that are being established. So we're going to deal with perfect competition, oligopolies, and monopolies. And what I want you to do this week is you're going to be focusing on the role of these various market structures. I want you to look at the market structure that may be of a good or service that you've consumed, and how do you relate that good or service to the market structure that we're focusing on. So for this week, we're looking at perfect competition. Perfect competition is characterized by many buyers and sellers selling very similar products. Given that I shouldn't say similar, I should say identical products. And given that they're selling identical products, it's very hard to differentiate between each of the products. This is why they're called price takers. Price takers means that they will have to take the market price. And given that you cannot differentiate between the two products, it'll be very tough for them to charge a different price. And that's key because they have no ability to really influence the market price. And given that this price takers, there's a large number of consumers and producers. No consumer or producer is able to influence the market price. So they're very small in terms of their impact. Now, when we look at the market structure continuum, you'll notice that perfect competition will be the best for both firms and households because it will be producing at the lowest possible cost and consumers will be buying at the lowest possible price. Now, when we go up this spectrum, monopolies will be classified as price makers. Monopolies will be able to charge the market price that they think is appropriate. And given that they're able to influence the market price, that will create a lot of challenges for a market, and it will determine the market price that's available in the market. So that's a very sticky item that we have to focus on. Oligopolies, there's going to be a very large competition. Given that there's a lot of barriers to entry that are present in the market, it's very hard to influence the price that's being charged. Monopolistic competition is going to still have those low barriers to entry and exit. But the key that we're going to focus on this week is the role of barriers in the market that are present. When it's very easy for firms to get involved in the market, you'll notice that firms will enter and exit the market very quickly and take advantage of these opportunities. However, when it's difficult to get in and out of the market, you'll notice that firms will struggle to be able to really get in and out, and it will create a higher barrier. And that higher barrier will establish the market price, which is very important. So these are some of the topics that we're going to be focused on this week. You need to make sure in your discussion board posts that you're very key. You key in on the fact that the product that you have established, you relate to the market characteristics. That's the key that I'm grading at. So there's key characteristics to each market structure. So the good that you operate in, focus on that key characteristic and bring that into your analysis. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm more than willing to pre-grade your work, but make sure to utilize the resources that you have available as well. But I look forward to your effort.